Hi everyone, my name is Kina and I run this pattern company Stitches by Kina, and today we're gonna make the Lisa scarf top. So this pattern I'm so excited about because I start seeing all these really nice like jersey tops, knitted tops with a scarf integrated into the actual style, and I thought this would be so cute to recreate. The pattern level is a confident beginner's pattern, so it's great that if you have some experience with jersey fabrics from before, but if you don't, no worries, I will walk you through all of the important steps. So let's move on to what you will need. You will need around 2 yards or 2 meters of jersey fabric, and today we're going to be using this really nice bright red fabric that I think will be perfect for Christmas. You will also need some sewing thread, and this sewing thread is actually an elastic sewing thread, which means that you don't really need to use jersey or elastic stitches. You can just use regular stitches because the thread itself is elastic. And this is what it looks like. And of course, you will also need some jersey needles for your machine. And you will also need to print out my sewing pattern. Now we're gonna start to tile all of the pieces together. And what you need to do before you start cutting and taping it together, you want to check that the scale square here is matching and is in correct size. And after that, it's just to get started. And now I have cut out all of my pattern pieces, it's time to start cut out the fabric. And for this particular pattern, you need to start with your front and back bodies because they need to be cut on the fold. And I will show you how you need to fold the fabric in order to get these pieces out. And after this, you need to cut out the sleeves, one of each, and then your scarf piece. So let's get started.
Fold your edges towards the center on each side. Measure so that the folds are even. Cut front and back piece on the fold. Make your fabric single layer again to cut out the scarf piece and your sleeves and your bias binding neckline. Make sure to mark your sleeve notches by making a small clip in the seam allowance. And since we cut out the sleeve piece on a single layer, we need to cut out another piece. Just make sure that this new piece is mirrored from the first piece that you cut.
If you're working on a very delicate jersey fabric, I suggest that you stay stitch the front neckline here. If you're not sure exactly how to do this, you can just check this little info pop up here. Now let's get started by stitching the shoulder seams.
Overlock or zigzag the seam allowances together, then press it towards the back side. Take your bias binding for the neckline and press in half. Take your scarf piece and fold up 1.5 centimeters and press. This you need to do along all edges except the short angled edge. Now fold the edge under again, making a 0.7 centimeter deep hem. Now it's time to stitch. Set your machine on the longest stitch length and make a gathering stitch along the short angled edge. Pin your scarf piece right sides facing each other to the front neckline. Take your neckline trim and pin along neckline edge. Trim your seam allowances off. Fold your neckline trim towards the inside and pin. Stitch 0.5 cm from edge. Make a small diagonal stitch at the bottom of front neckline to create the V shape. Put your front and back body together, right sides facing each other. Pin and stitch your side seams. Also pin and stitch your seam at the sleeve. Now it's time to set in the sleeves. Make sure that your front and your back notches matches. Press your seam allowances into the sleeve head. For the bottom hem and the sleeve hem, fold up 3 cm and press. Fold the edge under to make a 0.7 deep hem.